Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Jerry, here. I know I have been MIA, life and work and appointments and everything like that has been keeping me away from my videos. Um, and I believe the last video that I have uploaded was what I was going to read in January or the beginning of the year. And yes, I have continued to read. Um, since then, I've been reading books, but I have not updated what I've read. I do have a blog, so maybe I will kind of write and update you guys on what I've read over um, the past 3 months. So, but this video, I will not go into detail what I've been reading, but I am going to share what I'm going to read in the month of April and probably up to May. I'm kind of doing like a moodish type monthly reading things each month because I don't know. I tend to I tend to be more of a mood reader than like, you know, TBR and everything like that. I mean, this is kind of a TBR, but I'm not sticking to these books. But I figure I can kind of read in that theme. And since it is April, I am going to be. I have. Let me get it together. My words are not wording. Um, but since this is the month of April, I am deciding to read books that are Amish as well as African literature, either written by Amish or about Amish heritage, culture, Amish fiction, and books written by or set in Africa. So I feel like since it's I want to be, I guess, the alliteration. But I know there are several other booktubers who are reading Amish in April. I'm not doing any challenges or anything like that. I just I just want to read Amish fiction, um, especially now that the season has changed, and so yes, and I'm making my video in front of my kids, so yeah, they came down. They're cleaning. Of course, while I'm making this video, it is spring break for us, so yes. So I figured, let me stop rambling on and share the books that I want to read or I'm interested in reading. Again, I am not going to hold myself to these books, but I will try to read in that theme of either Amish or African literature. I am going to start with the Amish literature first. Amish literature is one of my go-to comfort reads. If I need to read something to like ground me, get me relax, comfort me, I don't know why, but I have enjoyed Amish reading, Amish literature, Amish fiction. It is just something about their faith and just sometimes the simple romance. The plots tend to be very simple, but I fall in love with the characters. I fall in love with the story. And yes, so the first one, I did start reading it. This is the Half Stitch Amish Quilting Club by Wanda Brunstetter. I got this book a couple years ago from my mom. Someone she knew was um, getting rid of books, and so since she knows that I love Amish books, she gave me. This was one of the ones that she picked. Um, this is about an Amish widow named Emma, and she wants to start a quilting club to teach people how to quilt, and she's doing this because of just her finances. She's depending on her children because her husband has passed away, and so since she's kind of just not making ends meet and she doesn't want to be a bother to her kids, she decides to teach other people how to quilt. And from I just started it, so I'm just getting into the beginning on why she's starting the quilting club. But several of the people that she teaches come with different issues and concerns. And yeah, so the back says that she realized her ability to share her passion for quilting and her faith. The beginning quilters learned to transform scraps of fabric into beauty, and slowly their fragmented lives begin to take new shape, some in unexpected ways, with the helping hands of one another and the healing hands of God. And so I think this will be a great story just to read, to see how characters change and grow and progress. That's one of the things that I love about a book. I love to see the progression in characters. So that's the Half Stitch Amish Quilting Club. And this is part of a series. And I do have the second book, I believe, and the third, or just the second book as well. The next Amish book I have is by Miss Beverly Lewis, The Preacher's Daughter. This is in a series as well called The Annie's People. I believe I read this book. I'm not sure. And I'm talking years ago. Like, I got into Amish fiction like 2011, 2010, 2011, 2012, whatever, between 2010 and 2012. And I love it. And so I love Beverly Lewis. I love also Wanda Brunstetter as well. But I love Beverly Lewis's writing. This is about a girl who is from an old order Amish community. And she, of course, because of her faith, she cannot share her gifting, her passions. I believe in drawing or writing, one of those things. So she has to keep it a secret from her family and from the guy that she wants to marry. Um, so she must choose between her her passion and her faith and her community. So yeah, I'm going to read this, and again, I know that this is going to come. I always say that when I read something, I always learn something from it. So, yeah, so I'm going to read that. And the last book I have that I want to read for Amish in April is A Plain Leaving by Leslie Gould. And this is almost similar, um, like Beverly Lewis's The Preacher's Daughter. This is just about a girl who left her Amish community and now she has to return home due to her father's death. And so I'm pretty sure you're going to go through a lot of just some family drama, family issues, and things like that. I believe I read this one too. I do not remember. Again, the way my brain is working lately, I could read a book and yeah, so this is another book in a series, The Sisters of Lancaster County. So I'm pretty sure that once I read these and if I really, really enjoy them, I'm most likely going to continue with the series. I don't think I have this. I think I just have book one. But again, yeah, I know me. I can always go to the library or read it on my Kindle. So those are the books that I'm going to read that have the Amish theme to it. And the next ones are my African literature or African based fiction books. The first one I'm going to mention, and I know I won't finish this, but it is the book African Myths and Legends. I got this from Barnes and Nobles, and it is a collection of different myths, legends, fables. I love that. That one thing I love fairy tales, fables, legends, myths, all of that. And so I actually want to get a collection of all of them because I believe in the back they have like the other books that you can get. Chinese myths and legends, Japanese. There's also Indian, Native American, classical Greek, Celtic, Norse. So I want to get a whole bunch of these books and keep them as a collection because I do love fairy tales and myths and legends. And I kind of started this so far, and I even annotated it, um, just talking about um, African storytelling and why Africans created legends and how the different legends and myths came about, and just more of their history, which was really fun to learn more of. Um, so yes, I'm gonna read that. I know I'm not gonna finish this, but I'm going to just maybe pick and choose which ones I like the best, or just read and then continue to read it, you know, by the end of this year. The next book is Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. And this book has been on my radar for the longest time. This was one of the books that I saw on the Great American Reads. And I also saw several booktubers who read this book and enjoyed it. This is about a, 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 a conquo. He is a warrior in a village, and somehow he gets kicked out of his village due to some unwise choices. If I'm remembering the summary correctly. And so this book also talks about the the political and religious forces that happen um, in this in this village. So we have missionaries coming in, bringing their religion. We have different political issues that arise in this village, and so I know there are themes in this book that really touch on those concepts. And I know that this author is an amazing writer from just the reviews I got on this book. And this book is also in a series, I believe it's a trilogy. There's two other books in this. And so I really, really want to get into this book. Um, the next one for African is Americanah by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, if I'm pronouncing her name correctly. And I started this and I never finished this. This is a book that I brought right before we moved to our new house, and I started it, and then with moving and everything, life, and yeah, I didn't finish it. I know this is just about a woman coming over from Nigeria, and it just goes through her story. Um, and it says that this book is a remarkable novel of race, love, and identity. So, yes, and I heard good reviews about this book as well. And the last book that I have for African literature is His Only Wife by Peace Adozo Medi. And I listened to this via audiobook and I never finished it. What I've listened to so far was funny. The narrator on the audiobook, she did an amazing job. And this is about a woman who she is set up to marry a wealthy man, but he also has another wife. And so she has to marry this guy because of just financial stability for her family. And so, yes. And so, with the those type of arranged marriages and trying to fit in and making those decisions for your family, of course there's going to be some family drama, but it apparently is hilarious. Like the back of just people giving their reviews or recommending this book, they keep saying it's hilarious, it's funny, but it's full of just wisdom and full of personal growth in this novel. So yes, I cannot wait. I might just listen to it on audiobook and just follow along. And it's not that long. It's not that long. So, but yes, those are the books that I plan on reading. I'm not sure how much I am going to be reading this month, because the month has already started. But I am on spring break and it's beautiful out. So I am most likely probably going to just listen to a few books and read a few books and take my time and enjoy it. And I hope that I can um, share probably mid month or the end of the month just what I've read and my thoughts on the stories that I read. So yes, let me know what you're reading in April. Are you participating in any of the bookish challenges across the bookternet? I know there's many challenges happening um within any given booktube channel. So yes, so if you want to find something to read, you can, read based on what I'm reading this month, which is Amish fiction and African literature or African fiction. Or you can just browse the internet or booktube and see what other people are reading, and yeah, join in. I always say there's always time to just pick up a book and read and enjoy it. So yeah, it's springtime. Find a good spring book. Yes, so let me know what you're reading. um, I'm always looking for great book recommendations. I am slowly planning out some ideas in my head on what I want to read and share on this channel. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And if you find any time during your day, I hope you pick up a book and read. And God bless you. And I love you so much. Stay safe and stay healthy. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.